Have everyone welcome back to Old Charles 1965 United States Liberty quarter dollar and wondered if it's worth more than just 25 cents? Well, today we're diving into the history, design, and value of this fascinating coin. Stick around to find out if you might have a hidden treasure in your pocket. The 1965 Washington quarter holds a special place in U.S. numismatic history. It was the first year that quarters were struck in a copper-nickel-clad composition instead of 90% silver. Why the change? Well, the early 1966 saw a silver shortage, leading to hoarding of silver coins. To combat this, the U.S. Mint removed silver from dimes and quarters starting in 1965. Before 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver, but the transition to copper-nickel meant that these new coins had a different appearance, weight, and metallic value. The Mint produced these new quarters in high quantities, ensuring that there were enough in circulation. On the front, or obverse, we see the familiar portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan in 1932. Above his head, you'll find the word Liberty, and just below the phrase, "In God We Trust." The date, 1965, is prominently displayed at the bottom, flipping the coin over across the top, with E Pluribus Unum underneath and quarter dollar at the bottom. Most 1965 quarters found in circulation are common and worth only face value, 25 cents. But there are a few key factors that can make them valuable to collectors. Coins in pristine, uncirculated condition can fetch a higher price. A regular circulated 1965 quarter is usually worth face value, but if it's in mint state, MS65 or higher, it can be worth anywhere from $5 to $50. Rare errors can significantly increase a coin's value. Some examples include a few 1965 quarters were accidentally struck on leftover 90% silver planchets. These can be worth thousands of dollars. If you notice doubled lettering or images, your quarter might be a valuable error coin. These unusual minting mistakes can raise a coin's value to collectors. On the eagle's tail feathers, sharp drum lines indicate a well-struck coin. Coins with full details tend to be more desirable to collectors. Want to check if your 1965 quarter is a rare silver error? Here are a few simple tests. A normal 1965 clad quarter weighs about 5.67 grams, while a silver quarter weighs 6.25 grams. A scale can help you check. Look at the coin's edge. Circulated 1965 quarter is worth just 25 cents. An uncirculated one in MS Meet 65 condition can be worth $10 to $50. A rare silver error 1965 quarter has sold for over $7,000 at auction. So, should you hold on to your 1965 quarter? If it's a normal circulated one, it's worth just a quarter. But if you find a mint condition one or a rare error variety, you could be looking at a valuable collector's item. The 1965 United States Washington quarter is a significant coin in U.S. numismatic history because it marked a major transition in American coinage. Prior to this year, quarters were made of 90% silver and 10% copper, but due to economic challenges and rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint switched to a new copper-nickel-clad composition starting in 1965. In the early 1960s, silver prices began to rise due to increasing industrial demand and speculation in the bullion market. As silver became more valuable, people started hoarding silver coins, leading to a nationwide coin shortage. This caused a major problem for everyday transactions, as quarters, dimes, and half dollars disappeared from circulation. In 1964, the U.S. Mint increased coin production to meet demand. In 1965, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1965, removing silver from dimes and quarters. Silver coins were phased out in circulation, and the new copper-nickel-clad quarters were introduced. The government even banned mint marks from 1965 to 1,967 to 1,000 to prevent hoarding of coins from certain mints. This is why all 1,965 quarters lack a mint mark, regardless of whether they were struck in Philadelphia, Denver, or San Francisco. Despite the composition change, the design of the Washington quarter remained unchanged, clutching arrows in an olive branch. The inscription "At United States of America" is at the top. The Latin phrase "A pluribus unum," meaning "out of many one," is just above the eagle. The denomination quarter dollar is at the bottom. This design remained on the quarter until 1999, when the U.S. Mint introduced the 50-state quarters program. 1,965 quarters were made of 90% silver, 10% copper, and weighed 6.25 grams. Were made of 75% copper, 25% nickel, clad composition, and weighed 5.67 grams. The new clad quarters had a copper core sandwiched between two layers of nickel, giving them a different look and feel. To the untrained eye, the clad and silver quarters look similar, but a close examination of the coin's edge reveals the difference. 1,965 quarters were mistakenly struck on leftover silver planchets, making them extremely rare and valuable. The U.S. Mint produced a massive number of 1,965 quarters to ensure enough coins entered circulation. Over 1.8 billion quarters were struck in 1,965, making it one of the highest minted coins in U.S. history because of the mint mark ban from 1965. 1967, all 1,965 quarters appear without a mint mark. Finding one in pristine, uncirculated condition is rare today. While most 1,965 quarters are common and worth only face value, there are a few rare varieties that are valuable to collectors. In mint state, MS65 or higher, can be worth $10 to $50 each. If you find a 1,965 quarter accidentally struck on a silver planchet, it could be worth $4,000 to $7,000 or more at auction. These rare mistakes in the minting process can increase a coin's value significantly. The 1,965 Washington quarter was a turning point in U.S. coinage history, marking the transition from silver to clad coins. While most 1,965 quarters are not rare, certain error coins and high-grade specimens can be valuable. The condition of a 1,965 Washington quarter plays a significant role in determining its value. Coin collectors and dealers use a grading system to evaluate a coin's wear, luster, and details. The better the condition, the more valuable the coin. Coins are graded using the Sheldon scale, which ranges from poor to mint state, MS70. Here's how the grading system applies to a 1,965 quarter. Some details on Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers are visible. Moderate wear, but still decent. Only slight contact marks or minor imperfections. Sharp details and a clean surface. $5, $50, with full luster and no visible flaws under magnification. These are rare and highly sought after. Examine Washington's hair, the eagle's feathers, and the rim. If they're smooth, the coin is lower grade. Uncirculated coins should still have their original shine. A normal 1,965 quarter has a copper-colored stripe on its edge. If the edge is solid silver, it could be a rare silver error. Look for minting. Mistakes like double dies, off-center strikes, or silver planchet errors. These can be valuable. A small number of 1,965 quarters were accidentally struck on 90% silver planchets instead of the new clad metal. These rare errors can sell for $4,000 plus. If you see doubled letters or numbers, your quarter might be worth $100, $1,000 plus. If part of the design is missing or misaligned, it could be an error coin worth $50, $500. If you have a 1,965 quarter in normal circulated condition, it's worth face value, 25 cents. But if it's in mint condition or has rare errors, it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars.